time to do some crafting. And doing a live. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's not letting me rotate my screen. Very interesting. Well, I'm going to just keep it like it is because I don't know what else to do. If you're just getting on, sorry about all the wait to get started. But I haven't done a live in such a long time. I don't know all the rules for the screen. So here we are. Been working on this journal right here. It's just a it's just a lot of my printables in my shop put together, just leftovers, you know. And I thought I would make something to give away. I'll just flip through it with y'all for a minute. This one came from a Christmas kit, the Christmas door. And just about all the Christmas stuff in here was from that. I think this is a different one. I'm really not sure. I put some Velcro on it. It's been a long time since I made the Christmas journal kit, so I can't remember if it's two different ones or not. But anyway, this one has some Victorian-like looking pages. There's another spread page from that. I added a little metal butterfly here. I put it on with some super glue. Stayed really well. And here's a pocket from the Christmas door kit, I think. And I think this is from another one. This is from my Bible verse frames. You'll see a bunch of frames on the front of that listing if you look it up in my shop, which is pastorswifedigiprint on Etsy. This was just a little card that someone had given me. I thought it was really cute. It didn't have anything written on it. It's just a card they had, and they gave it to me to use in my journals. So I have right here. Then I made a little thing for it to slip into and put one of my stickers, a part of that sticker in there with the vintage picture, digital. And I added this little, it's a price tag that somebody let me have because I love the, the brown paper. There's a pocket made. And this is my sewing pattern paper. You can find that in the shop. And this here, I keep messing up. I'm gonna have to put some permanent glue there too. This was off of some jeans, I believe. Strange thing to put on jeans, but yeah, that's what it was. I'll have to go back later and glue that with some super glue. Then just more of this sewing paper here. And I made these ones. Here's another one of those. But those are really cool. It's just a bunch of little cards with words from Bible verses. It's for wives, I believe, that I made it for. So I put things about, love and being a good wife. Here's some more of those. And I think this, just something I had. Okay. Now these came from some of my children photos that I have. These two. I have to look and see if I still have those up. Sometimes I'll take things down for a little while. See if putting them back up later will help the attention of buyers. It's really hard to get buyers on Etsy sometimes. But anyway, here is another card from one of my kits. Then I had baby circles, little girl, little boy circles. I'll try to make sure I have those up. If I don't now, after the video. If I don't, please, and you're looking for them, shoot me a message on my Etsy shop and I will try to get them back up. This one, I think, is from my giraffe. Yes, this is from my giraffe. If you look here close, you can see the giraffe. This is from my giraffe journal. And I put some Bible verses on that. That's my favorite one. And let's not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. That's Galatians 6:9. So I'll put my favorite verse in there for someone who's going to get this. And this is just from some words from a book. But I do have some washi with Bible verses on it that looks sort of like this if you want to pick that up. And it looks really cool. This is just a picture that my daughter made for me one time. She designed too. And this is just one of my photos. And a lot of photo digitals you can pick up. I even have a bundle of all my photos in one. Some more from the Christmas journal. And I wrote on here, tags for presents. So somebody can put these on their birthday or their Christmas gifts. And they'll look really cool. And I had this really pretty envelope. So I added it to, just glued it on the back. Then I had this paper, also from the giraffe. It has a Bible verse on it. So I just cut it and inked it up, put it in there. And I add some more of these wife framey things, stickers. I don't remember what I called them. And this little thing, this triangle thing that you keep seeing, is from some flowers somebody got me once. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. I'm going to keep it. And I love it. And then that's from a notebook somebody gave me, and I just cut the flower off. Uh-oh. This one came off. I'm going to have to re-glue that one again. That happens sometimes. If you wait too long before you press it down, all the glue dries. So you got to put a lot of glue and do it quickly. Especially on these pages. I printed them off on my really big printer, and it lays down a lot of ink and makes them shiny. So you really have to use a lot of glue if you want to glue something on those shiny pages. But my printer is not working right now, so that's why I'm working with leftovers, because yeah, I can't print out any of my new stuff. But these are still great printables. Don't miss out. Today I'm going to work on some of the pages that just don't say BAM. That's cool. There was one back at the front. Oh, I didn't tell you about this one. This is from my, I think it's Beach Boho Beach journal. I really love this one. It reminds me of somebody that we lost this year. So it's special to me because we both love the ocean. It's a family member. So journals can be so special. They can remind you of people you love. Okay, so this is the page, and maybe a little something here. I thought it looks like it matches, and that's great. Something needs to go on here. Let me see what I have. Yeah, that. Still have some more here. I could cut this guy out, maybe. Let's try that. Grab some scissors. And we'll get to cutting. It's a big reef. Now the thing with this printable, part of this picture is like a real clock somewhere in the world I found. And then I added the reef to make it more Christmassy. I thought that was neat. And I'm just going to cut around, make it real tight and nice looking. I do have cutting machines, but sometimes they end up taking you more time just to set it up. And right now I don't have my sticky paper that they require. So I'm just going to use it like this. Let's see how it looks. Gonna try it out for size here. I want it like this. Maybe just like so. Or do I want to put that there? No, I think it on the envelope is good. Now I'm going to leave the top. I'm going to have to move this so that that glue will get on there real good. If you have it flat, it works much better. Okay. And this is just a folded envelope. It's a red one that I had, so I said, yes, it needs to go there. Where did my lid go? I'm always losing it because it's so see-through. Oh well, we'll keep going. Anyway, yeah, you can also open it up and put something in there, which I will probably do. I like to fill up all the pockets, make it fun to find surprises in. Now, got another spot here. I have these, and I have this. I think I'm going to maybe use that. Or should I grab that? Because it's sort of the same colors. Don't think. I think I'm going to go with this one and maybe cut it a different shape. Let's get it cut out first. Like so. And you don't have to do it like me. Of course, you can get the kits who have all the matching pieces and just do one style. But I thought it was a nice way to introduce my different kits as well. Just to use all this up. Let's see. What do I want to put there? Wait a minute, I have another idea. Sometimes ideas come to me after I've already picked out one thing and then I have to change my mind. I think this would look good here. Let's do that. Don't have any of these rhinestones in there yet. And that is going to look fantabulous. So I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to grab my glue as soon as I figure out where I put it. Do y'all have that problem? Probably not. I think when I'm retired from child raising, I will know where all my stuff is. Just because my mind gets so scattered. And I'm dealing with a lot of things and a lot of activities through the day. But I'm doing better. I found the glue a lot faster. Little by little, I'll get my little self set up to do crafts more. Okay, I'll just use this kind of glue because it's a little sturdier when you're putting something that's thicker down. And there we go. Doesn't that look cute? I thought so. And a long time ago, I made these buttons out of paper. Have you ever done that? I just made a whole bunch of these circles, and then I glued each one together until it made a nice thick button. So that's what I put here. See that? Should I put another button in? Maybe here? I think that would be cute. And then, if you have a button, you should have some string. I still have a little bit string left from last time. This time I'm going to do something different with the string I've done before. Before, when I had leftover string, sometimes it was all wiggly wiggly. I'll show you what I mean. It's all like a messy string. But when you added it to your journal, it looked really cute. So what I will do, I'll just have a bunch together. So I'll pull out a few. I'm going to wad it up like so and stick it on that glue. And it's going to look really cute. even though it's a mess. It's the great thing about junk journals. So you just stick it on, like so. Maybe. Start sticking to my finger after a while. Okay, there we go. So when it all dries, you have this lovely little stringy button. I think it works better with like a lighter color of string, but I want my string to match, so I'll have to do. And the good thing about these buttons are they're made out of paper, so they're going to glue down real easy with just regular school glue or glue stick. So if you want to make some, it'll be really easy to do, especially if you have a punch. A circle punch, I think that's what I used. See, I have my little circle punch. And as long as you have, like, you can do it with my, I need to make more, so I'm going to show y'all. Let's go ahead and make some. You can do it with my paper that I already cut out here. Just fold it and you can make 2 at a time. Turn it over so you can see what you're doing. Like so. Ooh, look at that. Let's see if I can center it. Yay. Now I have 2. One can be underneath since it didn't really have a design on it. There's another one. We'll put it. And you just keep on clickety-clacketing. They don't have to be centered. And then clickety-clacketing over here. Let's see if I can get to one. I'm gonna cut so I can reach it better. You can turn them all over and see which ones you want for top buttons. There's the top, no top, the top. Save those for underneath. Let's go to the other side. Maybe we can find some cute ones on this side. I'm just going to do it like that. I'll just keep on doing. Ripshy. Thank you for joining me. If you're here, I really can't see while I'm working. Sorry. I'm glad you're here. If you're here. Okay. One more. All right. Now, I'll get the one in the middle. I said one more, but I have to get it. I don't want to waste a page. Okay, here's another good one. All right. Now I am just going to try and see what these would look like. It's just too much fun. It's kind of addictive. Well, get it in my puncher. There we go. I don't know why it's having problems all of a sudden. Now, ooh, we can make a really cute looking one. You know what? These would make great earrings too. If you want to mess with trying to make those with it, you'd have to have something to seal it with and some backing, earring backings. But yeah, it's so much fun you can do with just one of these. One of these. Well, these are cheap too. Sometimes you find them on sale. And they're even cheaper. All right. Now I better just go ahead and make you one and show you how it looks so you don't get bored. But if you're watching a playback, you can always fast forward and see if you can figure out where it is that I made this button. All right. So let's just do this one up. I'm going to use my glue stick, if I can find it again. It gets covered up. Okay, here we go. Okay. Just gonna put that there next. Real good. I'm going to be peeling this off in a little bit here. You need a lot of them though. It just takes a lot for it to look even remotely like a button when you're done. I don't even know how many I've used so far, but a bunch. It's getting thicker. I feel it coming along, more like a button. Trying to put like probably 10 of them, and then I'll put the other side design on. Let's go with the green one. They don't have to be super thick, but they could be super thick. Mine are going to be probably a little thin compared to a lot of buttons, but they're still good because it's real good for using in a journal. You don't want them super thick unless you just make really chunky journals. Some people do. Some people do. I used to, but now I like the ones that are a little thinner. Most of the time. And just rubbing that glue all around the edges so that there's no clumps of glue, but it's still getting in there good. Then we got to make the little holes. Now, if you got a really tiny hole punch, that would be good. Let's see what size. I do have one that's a little smaller, but it still may be pretty big. In this case, I think I will like it big. Let's see if it'll go through. It may not, since it's still wet with glue. I'm going to try it. If it don't work, we'll just make another one. There's one hole. I'm going to pull it off. It's a big hole, but I don't care because I'm having trouble getting that string through. But you know, you can just use like a needle. That's what I used before. Made small holes. Okay. But I like the bigger ones. So much easier to put your thread through. Yeah, mine's a little off center. But that's okay. It's a junk journal. A little junky. And another thing you can do is you can ink the edges to make it more vintage. Let's do that. And it really makes it have a 3D look. And you do that too. Just do it on both sides. because you may like the other side better. Just depends on what your page is talking to you. Telling you, hey, this color looks better. Look, and I even got some sparkles on it because there's sparkles all over my desk. Now it's really sparkling. Nice. Now, another thing you can do is you can take an awl or something like that, something pokey. Hold on. I'm right in your way now. Okay, here we go. I have this little guy. I'm going to put some ink on it and put it through the hole here. And you get a little bit of ink on the holes and make it look more authentic. Now, you could actually use these as buttons if you sealed it with something that is not washable. I mean, it's washable, my brain. Sealed it with something that you could wash in the washing machine. Not water-based, in other words. Does not need to be water-based if you're going to do that. But yeah, these are great for journaling. Now let's go ahead and put it on our journal, on the page we were working on. You want it on the other one here? I should put some glitter on that. Wonder if I could just glue on top, because it already dried. I get an idea. It's dangerous, I know. Okay. Find my, just wrap it around my glue. Nice sparkles. Let's see if it got sparkly. It did. Yay. Okay, now I've got to find my, oh no, there it is. Okay, I have to find my button. First, we need to put some more thread in. Got my thread here. It's cross stitch. Cross stitch thread. I never cross stitch, so this comes in handy. And I'm just putting it through the holes. Real easy. Except for my hands are just weird with all this glue on them. There it goes. There we go. Now you can either tie it or you can glue it, which I'm going to do because I need to glue that anyway to put it on there. So I'm just going to put a glob of glue and glue it on the other little wing here. Make sure it's tight enough. Now I'm getting it all over me. That's what I do constantly. Okay. Ta-da! There it be. I could even slip it under once it dries. Slip it under the button a little bit. And it'd be even more fun to take and open. And you don't even have to open it though. Just set there. And then this slips in. Okay. Now that got kind of funky there when it was in storage. But, oh well, I guess it makes it look a little older. Put a little vintage photo ink. And ta-da! But yeah, when that glues up, dries, I can just stick it under. Just don't want it to permanently be under there, so we'll wait on that. And I believe today's crafting is over. I hope you had a good time as I did. I'm going to try to stop this video, but yeah, here it is up close and personal. Now I can see I took it out of my holder. So if you want to say anything. Oh, hi Riley. Good to see you. I don't know. Let's see if I can answer your thing here. Seriously, I don't know how to do it right now. Sorry. Okay. I am answering on the live, so hi to you. And thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave it to me, probably you. Appreciate it. And that will be all for today. Here's a little button I made years ago. And yeah, that's what we added today. There's the pretty teal blue rhinestones I've had for years. And there's the front. And I gotta stop now and finish all my buttons. Take care. Bye-bye.